Mr. Chancellor. Thank you, the leaders, faculty, and students from our school, and it is very honor to be here to give a short talk about the vocational education and training in China, especially in the age of the artificial intelligence. Actually, it's my first time to go to Malaysia, but it's my first time to know this country. Actually, one of my colleagues from this country, he told me a lot about these countries and friendly people. So, very honored to have the opportunity to experience these nations by myself. So, very happy. Today, I just want to talk about something about the vocational and technical education. But I know today's topic is about the career path. How, just like what the chancellor said, how should we deal with the AI era? I think it's a very critical problem. Just a lot of Chinese students also face. Actually, just firstly, I just want to briefly introduce my universities, and because I have a task. One of my boss said that you should introduce the university to our Bangladesh the students and welcome many students to study in China. So I just briefly introduce my universities. East China Normal University, founded in Shanghai in October 1952, one of the prestigious university in China. Actually, we have a lot of international students here. We have nearly 6,000 people, international students in our school. It's a very international campus. And we have a lot of programs containing that are just like education, engineering, and environment, psychology, and defense. So if any students interested in China, is studying in China or working in China, you can just take the class at our university. Then. Also, the educational research is our one of the main discipline, and the vocational educational research we rank first in China. So if anybody just get interested in vocational education research, you can very welcome many students to come to our university to communicate or just study here. Okay, firstly, I just want to tell a story. This story happened in China. That is to say, one factory, three destinations. Actually, 10 years ago, garment manufacturer in China employed 200 workers for visual quality inspections. But now, an AI-powered visual detection system does the same job in seconds with highly accuracy. It's realistic. It is happening in many Chinese factories, maybe in our nations. So there are three destinations for workers. The worker A said that want to operate and maintain the AI system, then he will get a high salary and new career path. The worker B was reassigned to a lower paying manual role, and then he will get a career stagnation. The last worker, he just failed to learn the new technology and then lost the job entirely, so goes with unemployment. So that's to say the same technology, same error, but with different outcomes. So what's the difference between these three workers? This happens in China every day. You can see that China, some of the workers are losing their jobs every day, but also we create some new jobs every day. But sometimes, the university students can't get a new job because the workforce supplement and the needs they were not much with each other. So I think we should do the preparation for the AI era. This preparation is the most important things. So we should have three questions to explore. The first is, what is the AI actually changing in the modern world? The second question is, what capabilities do you need for the global carriers in the new era? And the last is, how can you and your education system prepare? Actually, global carriers doesn't mean you should work abroad, but we should face the challenges with the other students or other workers from all over the world. So I think it is very important for us to see globally, just not focus on the current situations. Just want to draw a big picture about the international landscape of current AI application. There's two main players in the world to compete in the AI area. One is China, another one is US. Because AI is really reliant on two elements. The first is the energy, the second is the talent. So these two countries have the energy and talent to compete in AI competition. So it's really take a lot of advantage. Just like I say, global arms, for example, the tech giants, just like what's the largest companies, including OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, and or just like Chinese players, Baidu, Alibaba, ByteDance, have a lot of they throwing hundreds of billions of dollars into this area. So we should say that AI is no longer a future promise, it's here. It's here. We use AI every day. For example, this is my glasses, these are smart glasses. It's not just a general glasses, it have cameras here. Can you see the camera? It's a screen on my glasses. Yes, it's a smart, it's very smart glasses. You can use these glasses and to pay, to take photos, to record. And also you can use glasses to translate, to do the translations. Just like if you talk with me in English, and maybe I can't understand you, I can use these glasses to help me to understand this. Actually, the USA may have advantage of the technologies, but China have an advantage of using these technologies to do the products, to produce different kinds of smart technology, smart productions. I think these two countries have different advantages. And the third is that AI is getting cheaper and more accessible. I think in the future, yes. But now we should pay for some, for example, pay for ChatGPT or pay for what. But I think in the future, especially the energy will get cheaper because AI will get cheaper and more accessible. The fourth is that the computation has shifted from who has AI to who uses it best. Just like what Mr. Chancellor said. We use different prompts. We generate different results. And these results may have a relationship with the work qualities. So how to use it properly. And last is every country must respond or be left behind. No matter you are a developing country or developing country, every people in this world should face that. AI will be the last infrastructure in the future. Well, actually, the AI have some impact on the jobs. I do a small research with my colleagues. It's from Bangladesh, and we just get some of the information from the job descriptions and coding the job descriptions to see what kinds of the AI, the impact of AI on occupations. And we see that the impact of AI on occupations includes three aspects: the substitution, empowerment, and creation of new occupations. Firstly, you can see a lot of jobs were being displaced by AI. For example, occupations with high AI exposure, for example, assembly line workers, software engineers, customer service representatives are among the first to be affected. Actually, these jobs are replaced and the amount is reduced. Another is the embodied AI from robotics to autonomous vehicles is already playing out in China, where delivery drones and driverless taxis are taken to the streets of the major cities. A lot of the new budget driverless taxis in China, especially in my region I live in the districts. Also, one study, but I think it's a little overstatement, but they said that one study estimates that 54% of the jobs in China could be substituted by AI fully. I think it's a process, maybe not very quickly, but it is happening. It's happening. Also, some of the jobs are being created, so this is the next opportunity for us. China faces a shortage of more than 5 million AI professionals with a supply-demand ratio of 1 to 10. So it's an opportunity not only for Chinese students, but also for the talents globally. I think every student wants to have a career development in China or just want to study or work in China. I think this era, the AI's era, is already big, it's a big opportunity. Also from 2019 to 2024, the China Ministry of Human Resources and Social Security recognized 93 new professions and announced 42 newly classified types of work. including the generative AI system testing or intellectual warehouse solutions and many so many new jobs. Also, you can see that network AI and machine learning specialists in China is about the global average of 80-24. So this is all the opportunities created by AI. So what AI can do or not? I think if we just face the AI, we should firstly see that AI is not it can do anything. As a human beings, I think we should know we should position the AI in the right positions. I think the AI excels at pattern recognition in large database sets, repetitive rule-based tasks, speed and scale in information processing, and generating the content from existing patterns. So when I teach my students in class, I told them that I encourage all of you to use the AI to collect information, to help you to do the information, just like the collections or the simple information analysis. I encourage because it really can help you to reduce the burdens, study burdens. But don't rely on AI because AI struggles with some of the points. For example, complex ethical and moral judgment is very important. Deep empathic and emotional intelligence. AI can give you a reply or give you a kind of response you like, but he can't have the true feelings about the human beings. Maybe he can give you the answers you like. The third is that novel creative problem solving of familiar contexts is the novel problem solving. Problem solving competency is very important in this area. And then cross-cultural negotiation and trust building. As the last is the physical intensity and in unstructured environments. So firstly, we need to say that AI is not the only things they can do. We should distinguish that AI as an advantage and disadvantage. So we should have the new model for our career development. The old career model, especially in the 20th century, is studying one subject deeply and then get a degree, and then find a stable job and waiting for the retirement. This is our linear model. It is right, actually, everyone likes stable. We don't like change. We don't want to face new things because it's a kind of challenge. But now, especially, I can feel in China, some of my friends, he is considering change the job. But he changed the job is really not positive because he don't know how to use the AI. He just waiting for replaced by AI. So it's this kind of crisis. I think the new career model is we should get rid of we should to know we should likely embrace the change. For example, build a portfolio of evolving skills and learn continuously and navigate the multiple career transitions and finally create the value across the boundaries. I don't know what happened in the 10 years later. Maybe 10 years later, I'm not a university teacher. Maybe I work in government, or maybe I just set a new enterprise. I don't know. But I think everyone should know how to study lifelong. We should focus on lifelong learning. I think it's very important. So I just give 5 pillars of global career readiness in the AI era. I think every student should know, and not only students, maybe teachers, everyone in this world should know 5 pillars. The first is the human AI collaboration layers. The second is the automation resistant human skills. And then lifelong learning maturity and cross-domain integration and global and intercultural competence. I will briefly introduce these 5 pillars. The first is the human AI collaboration layers. This is not to becoming a programmer or AI engineer because so many Chinese students they study computer science in China or in USA, but this area is a highly competitive. And I think not everybody should be the programmer. Not everybody should know to program, to say code, to write the code. I think it is about understanding this type of questions. But firstly, what AI tools can or can't do. First, we should identify. Some of the questions you ask the AI, maybe it can give you an answer, but this answer may not be the right one or the good answer to solve the problems. So firstly, you should know. Secondly, how to use AI to amplify your own productivity. Just like you can use AI to collect informations, to know, to get answers in a very short time. But I think you should know that how to use AI to amplify your own productivity. What's your advantage? And the third is how to evaluate the AI outputs critically. Because also AI will make confident mistakes, always. Fourth is how to formulate good questions and prompts. How to question AI. Just like how to know. Sometimes you should construct the questions. You should see deep the phenomenon, and then to see what the real question behind the phenomenon, and then to give you a very high quality questions to the AI. And then the basic concept is machine learning, large language models, data bias. I think this is a very big basic concept in our domain AI collaboration literacy. So think of the AI literacy today that we thought of computer literacy in the 1990s. It will soon become a baseline expectation in every profession. So AI literacy maybe will become one of the will be writing in the job descriptions in the future. You will find a job, and then you will see that some of the companies and the prices will ask you whether you can use AI correctly. So I think I have a practical step. I encourage all the students to start using AI tools in your daily academic work, or the ChatGPT or Zheng Li. Actually, I use the AI tools every day, but I think it can help me reduce a lot of burdens. But I will say that later. We should question the AI. We should know what the AI can do and what he can't, what he can't. So not to replace your thinking, but to accelerate. The pillar 2 is automation-resistant human skills. So we should pay more attention to the skills that AI can't replace. For example, critical thinking and complex problem solving. The ability to analyze the messy, ambiguous, real-world problems where there's no single correct answer. This is the first I think is very important. Just like critical thinking, this is human beings have. But maybe some of the machines or the AI can give you very novel thinking, but I don't know whether it's right or wrong. You should do the judgment. The second is creativity and innovation. Not just artistic creativity, but the ability to connect disparate ideas in novel ways. So it asks every student to have broad perspectives. You may know some things about the economy, management, or art, and everything. You should combine them together to give you new ideas. Actually, vocational education is really complex. Sometimes it's not just the education issue. It is a kind of skill ecosystem. We call it skill ecosystems. In China, we develop vocational education. It's not just governed by the Ministry of Education. We have a lot of ministries to dealing with the vocational education issues. So it's just like if we want to develop vocational education in our nations, we should have more broadened horizons and perspectives to see one issues. The third is emotional intelligence and empathy, for understanding the human needs, motivations, and feelings, essential for healthcare, education, management, and service industries. The fourth, ethical reasoning and responsibility, because AI can optimize for efficiency, but not humans can ask, should we actually? So, but actually, you can see that these are priceless skills that traditional exam or the education system can't more develop. If you just can write some examinations, passing examinations, maybe the examinations can't test this kind of abilities for you. So in China, we are trying to reform our evaluation system in the college entrance examinations or in the daily tests in our classrooms. The pillar 3 is learning how to learn. I think in the AI era, the half-life of the professional knowledge is shrinking rapidly. So what you learn in university today may be partially obsolete within at least 5 years, maybe earlier, 3 years, even 1 month. So it's very quickly changing. So you must available the skill is not what you know right now, but how fast you can learn what you need to know next. I think it's very important. Sometimes, I can't understand some of the knowledge, especially when I see the textbook, but then I ask the AI to use a very simple and easier ways for me to understand. People give me a very good feedback. So I think I can learn by AI. In China, there's a trend that the tutor, just like the home tutor, the need of the human tutor, the family tutor, or just the home tutor decline. Now we use the AI companion, AI study companion. We'll see it later. We have a lot of production about AI companion. It's very important. It's a very big market in China. It's, just like if you have a baby in the future, maybe you will need this kind of products instead of the tutor in your home. So lifelong learning is not a slogan, it's a survival strategy. So I think you should have some key habits. For example, comfort with being a beginner repeatedly. I must know a lot of new things, but I think if I use AI, I will not afraid of it. The second is ability to learn independently from the online resources. For example, China has developed a smart education resources platform open to all of the world. So if anyone interested in the online courses, you can use Coursera, you can use different kinds of platforms, including the Chinese government founded a very big platform for including different kinds of learning resources, including Chinese, especially in Chinese, Chinese medicines, Chinese culture, different kinds of resources in the platform. And third is a habit of reflecting on and updating your own knowledge. And then willingness to seek feedback and adapt. So this is also the core research area for me. I just looking for how to cultivate the learning agility, especially for adult workers who want to reskill the main career. And the P4 is a cross-domain integration. Just like the T-shaped or pie-shaped talent, in China we call it interdisciplinary talent. Just like we saw our this activity to protect our globe, to protect our Earth. It's a topic, but we can use different knowledge and skills from different disciplines to solve one problem. So it is very important. The T-shaped means deep expertise in one field with the broad understanding across others. The pie-shaped means deep expertise in two fields and ability to bridge them. And maybe you can have three expertise in the future. But I just want to say that the interdisciplinary is very important. For example, I give some examples about the cross-domain profiles. For example, if you textile engineering with data analytics, you can do the work of just like smart manufacturing, quality control. Or public health with AI can be the epidemic prediction and resource optimization. Actually, just like now the job tasks, just the barrier between the job tasks is going very unclear. So I think every job task of the jobs will integrate with each other. So I think everyone should know how to be the T-shaped or pie-shaped talent. AI can master single domains, but humans create value at the intersection of domains. Well, the last pillar is global and intercultural competence. It's very important because just like the AI can use globally So it really needs all of us to know each other, to just to have a good understanding to each other. Global career doesn't only make the working abroad; it makes able to collaborate effectively with people from different cultural backgrounds, understand global market dynamics and supply chains, communicate professionally in English and ideally one additional language, for example Chinese, navigate different business cultures and workplace norms, and leverage global digital platforms for learning, networking, and employment. This is, I think, the right point of how to get the global and intercultural competence. So for the Bangladesh graduates, I think our country is already deeply integrated in the global economy. So every student should be ready for the global perspective. The garment industry, the remittance economy, the growing IT sector all depend on the global connections. So AI is making these connections even more directly accessible. So that is, I think, all students who will work in this area should have this kind of competence. Okay, just now I just want to move to the reform for the vocational technical education in China in the age of AI. Actually, vocational education have different descriptions or different terminologies in different countries. In China, we call it vocational and technical education, but in our nations, maybe we will say the technical and vocational education. But in USA, maybe career and technical education, we have different saying about these things. In China, actually, we just released action plan for the artificial intelligence plus education. Just 2 weeks ago, we just released this new plan. How to using AI to empower education, how to using AI to help the teachers and students to get better learning, or to promote the students to get better learning in the process, especially in school-based education. I just highlight some of the words in these documents. For example, for the vocational and technical education, it has these 2 paragraphs. Timely assess the structural impact of AI on vocational education. Adjust and optimize training requirements for skilled personnel. Promote intelligent upgrading of traditional majors and scientifically establish an AI plus major system. This is what we are doing in the future. And a curriculum system and teaching system to enhance the adaptability of the major setup to industry development. This is what we are doing in the vocational area, vocational education area. Also, we will implement a cluster training program for the high-skilled personnel in artificial intelligence. Also, I point out some of the key points in these documents. For example, we will develop intelligent learning companions, just like what I said, intelligent learning companions. It's kind of production, or it's kind of robotics, it's kind of apps, maybe different forms. Also, we will strengthen the application of intelligent teaching systems to reduce the burdens and improve the efficiency for teachers. The third, explore the human-machine collaborative teaching models. Maybe in the future, actually in China we have some future classes. You can see the last one. Create future classrooms, future schools, future learning centers, and future training centers. In China, some of the cities like Shanghai and like Beijing, we have some future classes. In these classes, we can students have a laptop or have a mobile phone, just like mobile phone have kind of AI devices. You can just use this kind of devices to upload your answers, to search the informations, and to anything. AI will assist the classroom teaching in the future very efficiently, but now I think it is on progress. It's not very future. The fourth is establish a national big data platform for the matching of the talent supply and demand. That is to say, the factories, what kind of talents the factory needs, and then we will get this data using AI to collect this data, to analyze the data, and then use the results to help us to build the school-based education and carry out the human resource demand surveys, predictive analysis, and evaluation feedback. And then the research and develop intelligent tools for educational evaluations. This kind of tools, just like the classes we now, we have a research program with corporate with enterprise. We're just using this kind of smart glasses to help to assess the students' skill. Just like students will using their hands to do the experiment, whether the skills it do the right or wrong, and then the classes will record the process and the analysis in the back, and the results will come out very shortly. Also, we will build a national intelligent computing service platform for education. So this is the very new documents about the Chinese government want to push the AI plus education. I think in so many areas we can have cooperations in this area. Just like not only the research but also the production, but also the different kinds of thoughts on this AI domain. Also, we can see that in most of the Chinese vocational colleges, we are trying to use AI with virtual simulation of visual recognition. We use new technologies together to internship and practical training in vocational colleges. For example, we can see that this is kind of visual, it's like a visual simulation platform. Or this is kind of just like glasses, or using the AI plus AI technologies to see whether the students' work piece results are right or wrong. So we use this kind of technology in three situations. First is a practical training program with high safety risks. The second is that programs requiring heavy asset investment and difficult to deploy on a large scale. The third is that skills that demand repeatedly practice and do not overly rely on real-world operations. This is the three situations that we use this kind of technologies. And also we're using AI-supported teaching. For example, we have this kind of system. You can see that actually we can, in many schools, we have this kind of systems. We will have a camera in the classroom, just like in the front or in the back, and they will record the students what their behavior in the classroom, but it is well allowed by the students or get permission from the students and teachers. And if I get permissions, we will record what the classroom says. And you can use this kind of system to do the student learning analysis. For example, to assess their assignment, just like also just like what the students how they perform on the classroom teaching, and you can use this kind of system to get the answers get the evaluation very quickly. Also, we can use the classroom teaching quality analysis. You can see from this diagram, this picture, it contains the classroom language analysis, classroom the time allocation. Or in different stages, how long the times you allocate in different stages, and also the speed of the speed. Also, you can do the analysis, and also different kinds of indicators. So you can see from this diagram. But sometimes, I think it's really interesting. I don't know whether sometimes. For example, one interesting indicator is that eye contact rate. I don't know whether you know this kind of indicators. Eye contact rate. If you put up your hands and see teachers, I will see you are learning. So I think it's very interesting. I think it's not very accurate for the classroom teaching quality assess. Because just like me, I put up my hands and see the teachers, maybe I will think what I will eat in the dinner. So it is not for the totally for what I see. So it is just like the production. We have already used it in the classroom analysis, but it needs a lot of proof. improve. Also, we're using AI technology in the application of AI in the teaching process. For example, some of the teachers we're using AI to generate the questions, to generate the cases in the classroom teaching. The cases, every classroom, every different courses will have different results, so it's very interesting. The teachers were not afraid of think of different kinds of cases. They can generate cases in every moment using the AI tools. So I think it's very common for students for teachers to get the to use the AI to assist their teaching. Okay, that is one item I want to share with you about the Chinese vocational education and especially AI using in this kind of domain. Finally, I just want to give you my 7 things I think you can start today for our students. First is start using AI tools daily. Just learn by doing, not by reading about AI, or not just to look at other ones to see whether just you are using AI today from now. Just you using AI, then you know how to use AI. Second is build your skill set. Combine your major with at least one complementary skill area. For example, my major was vocational education. I will start to know something about the sociology, management, economy, and different kinds of other disciplines. Then you may come up with some new ideas with the AI system. The third is invest in at least one foreign language. For example, English. Some students may come from the English department. Also, if you have time, energy, and interest, you can learn Chinese and communication skills. So this is the gateway to the global. The fourth is to take at least one online course per semester outside your major. That is just like the second one. Combine your major with at least one complementary skill area. The fifth is seek internships and real work projects, not just grades. For example, what we do just like the projects not active protect the earth. It's a very real work, a real projects. It's a very habits in our daily life, so I think it's very important. The sixth is build a global professional network. You can use LinkedIn, GitHub, online communities in your field to build the connections with foreigner friends, foreigner scholars. So I very welcome every student. If you have interests, I very welcome you to study China, to build connections with Chinese scholars. No matter for any aim, but just like broaden your horizon. The last is cultivate curiosity and conform with uncertainty. I think these are just like what I say. The only constant in the AI era is change. So don't be afraid of the change. Embrace the change and improve yourself in the AI era. Thank you so much.